Hey guys, Slater Magic here, and I've got some bad news for you, as the title pretty well gave away. So I'm not going to beat around the bush, let's just go through it. You know I do this almost every set. Amonkhet's coming out in a couple days. The prices really aren't going to be generally across the board higher than they are right now. They tend to just go down. This set might be an exception, but I'll get into that later. So as it sits, these are full-blown retail prices on pre-orders from Card Kingdom. They're usually pretty accurate and pretty reasonable with their orders. Or their prices. Okay, their pre-order prices, I mean. Usually 24 hours after release, they're maybe 3% across the board above like eBay or something. So yeah, that's not bad. So right now, the average Mythic is $9.73, which is quite good. I mean, that's the only thing propping up the set right now, actually. Unfortunately, they're twice as rare as a rare. The average rare, get this, hope you're sitting down, $1.39. Yeah, 53 rares, $1.39. And then you got your average price of an Invocation, which is the Masterpiece cards, of $55 hello, but because of their rarity, 1 in every 144 boosters, that brings it down to an average value of 38 cents per booster. And of course, that value really only applies if you're opening thousands and thousands of boosters, otherwise you're not going to be guaranteed one. I mean, you could open a box and have 2 Masterpieces in it, you never know. But probability would state otherwise, so I wouldn't count on it. So I used a slightly more accurate method, but not amazingly accurate, because you literally cannot do this math until the release time. It just doesn't work. They don't have these on pre-order, basically. But basically, I added in the value per booster pack of just a foil mythic or foil rare at its exact regular non-foil price multiplied by 1.4, which seems to be a pretty accurate universal multiplier. And then I completely ignored foil commons and foil uncommons. I mean, I'm sure there's maybe like some $4 or $5 uncommons that are foils, but whatever. So if you consider the fact that only 1 in 4 boosters have a foil at all, and then the probability that it will be a mythic, for example, and then multiplied by the average value of a foil mythic, which is around $15, or actually, I think like 13, but whatever, you get an additional 10.3 cents per booster. It actually is that high, even though it's, really rare. Then the foil rare contribution, as I classify it, is 10.1 cents. So almost the same. I know, it's kind of surprising. In fact, honestly, that math doesn't even look right, but it's so insignificant, who cares? Actually, no, I think that math is right. I just reviewed it, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's just how it is because of the whole half thing. So anyway, assuming my math is correct, which I just got done working for 15 hours straight without a break after getting 5 hours of sleep, the per pack average value of the mythic slot being only a mythic or rare, disregarding anything else, plus the rare slot itself, disregarding all regular commons and all regular uncommons, you are looking at a per pack EV of $3.01. It is below MSRP. Like, the set didn't even come out and it's below MSRP. So who cares about per pack? Let's multiply it out. What is it per box? $108.46. That is exactly in the territory where single sellers are already losing money on it. We haven't even opened it yet, and just on our pre-orders at the distributor, we've already lost money. I'm desperately trying to alter my order at my distributor, which is something I pretty much said I'd never do, but I cannot afford to lose money on this, and just on principle, I'm not going to sit here and lose my own personal monetary funds and give them to Wizards to, congratulate them and reward them for their garbage set that's not worth anything. If you make a crappy product, screw you, I'm not buying it. The end. I hope that if it stays like this and hits like 90 EV, it screws over us single sellers and obviously local gaming stores as well if they sell singles. Duh. They just don't deserve to get money for this. Now, that said, this isn't 100% Wizards' fault. It is possible that some of this is because they kind of did something a little bit different. So the set is so wide open that nobody knows what to buy. It's not just clear as day, here's the 10 rares, they're all worth $10 plus. Here's a couple $15, $20 rares, all the mythics are hot, boom. You know, it's just like you go through the list of rares and say, oh, that has potential, that has potential, oh, look at that has potential, oh, I might be able to build something with that, oh, I wonder if that'll go in a deck. And nobody has the first clue what the hell is going to become popular. So these prices are going to just go down the toilet, and then some of them, quite a few actually, are going to shoot through the roof after the first Pro Tour. I would say even perhaps after the first like Star City Games, whatever the hell tournament that they just feel so special for holding prior to the Pro Tour. Oh, look at us, we're going to run Constructed Standard and we get to set the prices in the net decks. Screw you guys. It's just so that they can hoard cards. That's all it is. They can raise their own prices and manipulate it and make more money. In my opinion. You know, because they've never done that before in the past, and worse. So, I think nobody's pre-ordering cards, and that's why the prices are tanking, because every time I, like, refresh the damn page, the prices have gone down. Like, every 24 hours, people are chipping away at these prices. And, okay, that is the single sellers being just stupid beyond words. You would think by now they would know what they're doing. They clearly have no idea. None whatsoever. Oh, nobody's buying the set. It must be terrible. Well, no, look at the set. It's not. It looks quite playable and somewhat powerful. We better lower the prices. No. Just sit on the damn... First of all, don't even sit on the cards because, one, you don't have them yet. You don't have any cards. And two, nobody's pre-ordering them, not because the demand is lower, or, well, the sincere demand. Like, it's not that people don't want the cards. Is that they don't know which cards they want yet. That's all there is to it. So stop lowering prices. You freaking idiot single sellers. Get it through your heads that if people don't know what the hand-holding net decks are and they can't think for themselves, or they just haven't committed to a deck idea yet because they just have no idea what they want to play, give them a couple weeks to work it out and wait till the Pro Tour before you start slashing prices 40% across the board, which is quite literally what they've done. I mean, the $10 rare is now $8. The $20 mythic is now $16. I mean, they're just like slashing prices. Not one damn card has been opened, well, besides pre-release, and not one damn card has been shipped out. So thanks, single sellers, for your undercutting of each other and paranoid price dropping. I hope it costs you money. You deserve it at this point. Also, the across-the-board EV might actually go up, like, for real, because so many cards are going to shoot up once the big net decks come out, and it looks like it might be various. Maybe. As I've said in commentary videos about Amonkhet before, it's either going to be, oh, here's a bunch of overpowered decks, like 10 just hyper-powered, super speed, win on turn 4, garbage degenerate, OP, never should have been printed decks, but still variety, because, you know, like I said, 10 different decks, you know, mono red, red green mix, those both look good. I think even like vehicles got a boost, humans, white humans looks viable. So it's possible you might just get these just overwhelming powerful decks, but a high quantity of them, and then, okay, a whole bunch of cards went up, great. Or you're going to have one deck, maybe two. Like, anything with Gideon, and that's just, you can't beat it, the end. Nobody can blow up Gideon. Oh, look, the emblem's out. Like, something like that. I actually feel like that won't be the deck right now, but there's a couple others where it looks like they might just dominate. So, yeah, there'll be some tier 1.5, tier 2 stuff that's pretty good that people are playing, but not at the competitive scene. I think this is going to degenerate into just one or two decks, overwhelming power, and Wizards will have to make the very hard decision to ban something or not. In that case, we're all going to lose our butts on the singles. So, not looking forward to that. So my only hope now is that a whole bunch of cards go up and I'm wise enough to pick the correct cards to sit on and refuse to sell, or more like refuse to buy list. Because honestly, if they're $1.50 per rare, I can't afford to sell them on eBay. It costs like $3 to ship them out. The shipping is $2.61. The envelope is 21 cents, give or take. I think I bought them in bulk. It's like 17 cents. The labels I use in print, you know, that's toner, paper. We got tape to hold the envelopes closed. The top loader's like 7 cents or something. The penny sleeves are a third of a penny. It ain't cheap, so I can't afford to sell $1.50 cards. Unless people make massive orders, which I'm not Card Kingdom, so they don't. So I just simply don't sell commons and uncommons. And then I try to liquidate them in bulk, and then my bulk buyer dropped out. It's a nightmare right now in the single scene. So as long as I don't then buy list them for usually at that point about 75% their effective retail value, or sometimes over 100% when considering shipping and eBay fees. Oh, I lose about another 7.8% in eBay fees and 3% in PayPal. Thanks, eBay. I'm so glad you separated from PayPal. That was such a great decision. But usually, as quickly as I possibly can before prices get worse, I send just about every bulk rare to a buy list somewhere, or a local seller or somebody on Facebook or Craigslist, whatever, doesn't matter. But then when they shoot up to $8, then I get pissed off. So I was 100% spot on with what I held with Eldritch Moon, and I wasn't quite as accurate with like Kaladesh. So this time around, I'm going to have to really focus, really watch what people are saying about the net decks. God, I just love following net deck news. That's like my favorite thing in the whole world. And that's the only way I'm going to make any kind of money on this set. And honestly, I'm just, at this point, trying to shrink my order and break even, because I cannot afford to lose money right now. So this is looking like crap, but for you guys, the players, this is incredibly good news, because you guys can just flip it. I mean, if you have a set like BFZ, where 3 days before release, one box had an EV of $178. I do believe that I didn't throw in the price of the full art lands even in that. So it was probably about $200 per box. That's why BFC sold so well. Oh, and then people opened it to death, and eventually it got to, what, a box EV of like $35? But for a while there, it was worthwhile. So the typical box EV at this point is 135 to 155. So seeing 108 is like, this is a disaster. It's a complete and utter disaster. Now, some more things feeding in that I have to mention, because I know somebody will say it down in the comments section. Nobody is sure of what'll happen with the ban announcements and the, like, after the Pro Tour ban announcement, or whatever the hell the next one is. So nobody wants to build anything, nobody wants to buy anything, nobody wants to invest in anything because they don't know if it'll get banned. So that's really keeping people away from the pre-orders. Also, I mean, they've heard that the box EV is terrible, so that it's like a problem that feeds itself. And also, people, if they're waiting on a ban so that they know what not to build, okay, but then they could also be waiting to see if Wizard doesn't ban anything, in which case a ton of people are just not going to play Magic. Straight up, the end, not going to play Magic. People are sick of this red, white, blue, infinite combo, draw, anticipate, glimmer, torrential garbage. Okay, that deck is toxic to play against. Then you got your Mardu vehicles. That one's overpowered as hell, which I think is now merged with the Snake deck, basically. I don't know. Honestly, I'd throw the Snake deck in there, the original, and the frickin' Dynavolt Tower Energy decks. And Aetherworks Marvel, the top 5. They're all just toxic garbage to play against. They're so unfriendly to anybody, including people who consider themselves pro wannabes. Okay, that might not be exactly how they consider themselves. That's how I consider them. So their options are, I'm not going to build anything, screw this set, or I'm going to wait to see what I shouldn't build. That's it. So that's why they probably should have, had a ban announcement 5 weeks ago, something like that. That actually fixed the damn problem. I don't care if they're like, oh, Amonkhet's coming out in 5 weeks, let's see what happens. But let's see what happens results in a $108 box EV because nobody wants to buy anything. So let's not see what happens. Let's ban some crap. So that's especially where Wizards went wrong. So there's some ramifications for their dumb decision. I mean, I alluded to that in past videos. But I do believe I mentioned there's good news for all of you, the actual players. Do not buy any sealed packs. Don't buy boxes. Cancel your pre-orders. I don't care. Do not buy sealed. Buy singles. I mean, the average rare price is $1.39, okay? If you don't buy, like, the top 7, you're looking at a $2 rare on down. You can literally just build, like, anything right now for peanuts. I mean, you're looking at $30 decks tops, including the actual mana set and the fixing. Hell, even man lands are down because nobody knows what the hell to build. All the color fixing lands are down the toilet, even the black-green ones. They've fallen from like $11 down to like $5 or something. It's just dreadful. But that's good for you if you want to build the deck. So just instead of, oh, cool, we've got a $200 EV box, I'm going to buy a box and open it, just do the opposite. Just buy the singles. I mean, if you're looking for value and trade and cards and you like cracking packs, then, good for you, BFZ came out. If you just like building decks, this is fantastic news for you because it's going to cost you next to nothing to build absolutely anything you want. Oh, as long as it doesn't involve pretty much any mythic from Amonkhet, because that's where all the money is. It's a real shame they put all the power into the mythics and almost none of it into the rares in this set. That was another mistake. So at least I can end on a positive note. If you're going to build a deck, it's dirt cheap, so hooray for you. I'm not happy. I'm a single seller. There ain't no happiness in this damn video. And I swear to God, if somebody in the comment section is once again, Des, you really like complaining? Why is this video so negative? I'm about to lose like $1,500 freaking dollars that I don't have. That's why I'm so negative, so shut the hell up. At this point, if my distributor wouldn't delete my account and tell me to go to hell, I would erase the entire pre-order. I would buy 0 Amonkhet. None. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time because Wizards is too stupid to print a product that people want. I'm not going to waste my time, my money, my trips to the post office, card sorting, none of that. Screw you, Wizards. So at this point, I'm at screw you, Wizards level. So this damn well better improve somehow, or I better pull like 6 Force of Wills in the first box or something. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Speaking of that, definitely rolling out some t-shirts next week. I got the designs rolling. You guys are going to love them. They're freaking hilarious. Help subsidize my impending Amonkhet losses by buying a t-shirt. I'll see you guys next video.